All right, moving on to page 3. Find AD in the rectangle ABCD. So it's a rectangle. We need to find that. First things first, we do not know that E is a right triangle, because I know you may look at it and go, oh, look, it's real simple, Pythagorean theorem, but we don't know that's right. We know these angles are right triangles. What you're going to have to do is find AB first with Pythagorean theorem on this small one, and that'll mean that's the same length over here. Then with that new length in 34, you can do Pythagorean theorem a second time to find B, and then you add those two values up. Okay? So let's go through that process real quick to solve it. So over here, that's A. I know I said A earlier, but B, whatever. So 12 squared, let's see, plus B squared equals 20 squared. 144, yeah. Plus B squared equals 400. Wow. You're going to subtract 400 minus 144 is 256. 16. Well, that's 16 here, 16 there. And then, like I said, we got to do it again. So A, B again, C. (16 squared plus B squared equals 34 squared. 34 squared minus 16 squared is 900. Square root that. No, sorry, 30, not 300. So 12 and 30, 42 feet. Just takes a few steps. I mean, I know it took me a while to kind of walk through that and do the math, but just trying to explain it out. Given rhombus WXYZ, find some measurements WXY. WXY is this angle up here. Now, some of the properties for the rhombus that the diagonals bisect. So, down here at Z, if you have 34 on the bottom, you have 34 on the top, which altogether makes this 68. And because rhombus is part of the parallelogram family, opposite angles would be congruent, so also 68. Find the measure of XYZ. X, Y, Z. So another property of parallelograms, which this is a family, is that consecutive angles are supplementary. So if I do 180 minus 68, this is going to be 112. The pen. They thought iPads were going to make life easier. And it's helpful, but not very easy to write on. That's a degree symbol. I give up. Let's keep going. And then the last one, WTX. WTX is that angle right here. Angles, the diagonals are perpendicular. That's another rhombus property, so 90. Given rectangle PQRS, let's find some things. QPT. Yep, pen. QPT is right there. So we need that angle. Now, in a rectangle, they do not bisect. But we do know P is 90 degrees because it's a rectangle. So 90 minus 62, it's not 38, right? You would turn that to 10 by barring, and that would give you 28. PST, where am I at? That's this angle here. Now in the rectangle, where your diagonals are the same length and they cut in half, that makes that and that and that all the same. And inside the two triangles on the left and right, if you will, you have a isosceles triangle. So if those two sides at the top are congruent, the two base angles are congruent, that makes it 62. And then QRS is one of the four corners angles, which is, of course, right pen, 90 degrees. All right, that's page 3. That was 3 problems, and that took a while, but I'm trying to explain, so hope it helps. On to page 4.